AITA for leaving a note for the parents of the kid that doesn't tip. I work for Postmates while I'm getting through school. I tend to stay in a generally mid to high income area of Phoenix, seeing as Tempe and other, quote, younger populated areas bring absolutely no tips. Postmates is a terrible service to work for. I barely make enough to cover the expenses on most days, and rarely make enough to actually save anything. It's not the only place I work. With all of this background info, let me tell you my tale of woe. This same kid orders in the area I Postmate, and he absolutely never tips. He's about, 9 or 12. I've gotten his order a couple times, and every time I pull up and he's waiting outside, my heart drops. I've delivered to him at 3 different addresses. I'm not sure what that's about. Typically, the order is specific, and the restaurant always messes up. His sister has a dairy and gluten allergy that he's very careful to make clear, which is good. But again, he never tips. I have no idea if his parents know or not. But after the 6th or 7th delivery with no tip, I wrote a note. The note read, quote, I have no clue if you know that your son absolutely never tips when he orders Postmates. If you didn't know, then as one of your neighborhood Postmaters, I'd appreciate if you explain the process of tipping to your son. If you did know, then you suck. Thanks. End quote. I put this note in my car and decided the next time I went by the beautiful, gigantic, luxury home he typically ordered from, I'd put it in the mailbox slot, which is exactly what I did today when he ordered again. I'm pretty sure I'm the asshole, but I still understood as a kid that when pizza or food was delivered, a tip was given. Am I the asshole?
You're the dum-dum. You're dumb. He's going to lose his job. He's going to lose his shitty job. If I were in that situation and I received a passive-aggressive note that tells me I suck, then I'm absolutely going to report it to Postmates. Postmates has on file who delivered the food today. And then if I'm Postmates, I'm going to terminate this guy.
He didn't say that they suck. He said, if you knew, then you suck.
He might have been right in what his intent was, but his tact and the way he went about it is real tough.
Look, I think that line should be stricken, but I guess to play devil's ad a little bit, it's kind of like they do kind of suck. Like I'm imagining this is my kid. If I read this note and I found out my son was stiffing the Postmater, I'm going to kind of feel bad. I'm not going to lose my stuff over the fact that they said, if you did know, then you suck, because I wouldn't have known.
My gut instinct on this is that shit runs downhill, and I bet his parents don't tip either.
I am empathetic to our submitter. It probably feels real crappy to have to deliver this food and then know that you're not going to get a tip on top of the meager pittance that Postmates is giving you. I don't know if he's the asshole or not, and that's why I'm saying I think he's dumb.
I think we all agree that the you did know then you suck line was incorrect. It was bad rhetoric. Some people, though, guys, they took an issue with the very presence of a note. Stephanie Nito writes, it does suck because you need the money, I know, but that's completely unprofessional to leave something like that. Also, I'm not going to force people to do something with their money if they don't want to. I don't think so, though. I don't think leaving the note is unprofessional. I think leaving the note is the right move. We are talking here about a custom of tipping, and I think you always give people the benefit of the doubt. So I love what you said. I love that you said shit runs downhill, so the parents are probably douchebags. Probably. I agree. But why not leave them a nice note, assume the best about them? I say that is utterly professional because this is a custom that needs to be taught to this kid.
We should be able to have this communication with our customers, with our patrons, where we can say this sort of things, but I understand the gut reaction that that's unprofessional. I think it's been drilled into our skulls that the customer is always right. I think that that's something that people have internalized and taken their own experiences with and said, well, I never had the luxury to write a note.
I think what you're pointing to is two separate things. One is the customer is always right, which is this idea that you don't have to teach a custom. Some people would find it very gauche for someone to say like, hey, just so you know, tipping is customary. I personally am an advocate of statements like that. I think a lot of people don't know. I assume the best about people. Europeans exist. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, Mike, I think you have a great insight here because I think what you're pointing to is internalized unassertiveness. There's a bunch of weak-willed people in our society who have internalized unassertiveness. That's what it is. And when they see other people being assertive and getting what they want and doing the right thing, because by the way, he is teaching this child to tip, which is an important lesson. They go, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. Well, it is okay. It's a good thing you just didn't have the guts to say anything. Okay, Megan? So there was an update to the post. Submitter sent me a leak. They wrote, hey, update. He totally tipped that day, $1.98. So it worked.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm on board. I'm 100% on board now.
Incremental progress.
Look, submitter, they made a mistake here. They should have approached it differently. But like in the end, I don't think this was an asshole move. It was a somewhat botched good move. So no assholes here. I'm saying no assholes.
I agree. No assholes here.
No assholes here. NAH.